pong itutuloy this afternoon ang ating discussion dito po sa subject na Layer 1, which is the law enforcement organization and administration and interagency approach. And we will continue our discussion in Republic Act 8551. So I'm going to discuss the basic concept of Republic Act 8551, which is related and connected sa atin pong pag-aaral sa Layer 1 subject. Okay, so 8551 is an act providing for the reform and reorganization of the PNP, Philippine National Police, and for other purposes, amending certain provisions of Republic Act 6975. So, hindi po lahat ng buong provision ng 6975 ay na-amend. There are only certain provisions were being amended of this law, Republic Act 8551. So, it was approved and it was established on February 25, 1998. So yung yung Republic Act 6975 was approved last 2000, and after 8 years of operation ay lumabas naman itong bagong batas ng Philippine National Police, and that is Republic Act 8551 on February 25, 1998. So there are policies of the state that must be attained in enacting Republic Act 8551. Bakit ito naaprubahan? Bakit ito ginawa? Bakit ito lumabas? So ito yung mga ilan sa mga policies ng ating gobyerno in enacting Republic Act 8551. So number one, their main reason is to establish a highly efficient and competent police force, which is in line with our Philippine Constitution, wherein states here that police force must be national in scope and civilian in character, to be administered operationally and administratively by the National Police Commission or the NAPOLCOM. So the PNP shall be a community and service-oriented agency, modern concept, okay? Responsible for the maintenance of peace and order. Another policy is the PNP shall ensure accountability and uprightness in police exercise of discretion, as well as to achieve efficiency and effectiveness of its members and units in the performance of their functions. So yan yung ilan sa mga rationale why this law, RA 8551, was established and created, and it was approved by the legislature and signed by the president. So these three are the policies of the state that must be attained in enacting Republic Act 8551, that is under Section 2 of this law. And then the role of the DILG. What is the role of the DILG in suppressing insurgency and other threats to national security? So under Section 3 of this law, the DILG, or the Department of Interior and Local Government, shall be relieved of the primary responsibility on matters involving the suppression of insurgency and other serious threats to national security. And then, however, the PNP should support the armed forces of the Philippines on matters involving suppression of insurgency. Okay? So support system, support group na lamang ang DILG, specifically the Philippine National Police, in case there is a matter involving insurgency or suppressions of insurgency. Now, in times of national emergency, according to the law, same section, Section 3, the PNP and the Bureau of Fire Protection, even the Bureau of Jail Management and Criminology, shall upon the direction of the President assist the armed forces in meeting the national emergency. Okay? And then another bureau is the NAPOLCOM of the DILG, and under Republic Act 8551, NAPOLCOM is considered as the collegial governing body attached to the DILG for policy coordination. It shall exercise administrative control and operational supervision over the Philippine National Police, policy-making body of the Philippine National Police. Now, what is the role and composition of NAPOLCOM? Okay, so tingnan po natin. According to the law, NAPOLCOM is composed of DILG secretary as ex officio chairperson, chairman or chairwoman, in concurrent capacity. The secretary of the DILG is automatically the chairman of the NAPOLCOM. And with the chairman of the NAPOLCOM are 4 regular commissioners and 1 ex officio commissioners as members, which regularly meets en banc as a group and decides through majority vote of all its members. So yung chairman, which is the secretary of the DILG, and the 4 commissioners regularly meet together and decide through majority votes of all its members involving vital policy issues in the exercise of administration and control functions over the Philippine National Police. Who shall compose the 4 regular commissioners of the commission? Who shall compose the 4 regular members of the commission? Commission means the National Police Commission. There are 3 of the 4 regular commissioners shall come from civilian sector and not former members of the police or military. The 4th regular commissioner shall come from the law enforcement sector, either active or retired. So 3 from civilian, and the 2 will be from the law enforcement sector, either active or retired. In case that the commissioner, the member will be from the law enforcement sector, and then kung siya ay active at napili siyang maging commissioner, automatically that active member of the law enforcement agency ay automatically he will be resigning from the agency where he belongs. Okay? So yun po yung automatic na rule doon. Pag napili siya, na maging commissioner at siya ay active, automatically, itong member na ito ay mag-resign, and then para maging regular commissioner ng NAPOLCOM. Now, anong sabi dito? At least one of the 4 regular commissioners shall be a woman representing the woman in the PNP, because NAPOLCOM is the policy-making body of the PNP. So, ang trabaho niya is to represent women, and at the same time to ensure na magiging fair at hindi madidiscriminate ang mga kababaihan pagdating sa paggawa ng mga policies. Okay? From among the 3 regular commissioners from the civilian sector, the vice chairperson shall be chosen. Okay? The vice chairperson shall be chosen, and automatically, the vice chairperson shall act as the executive officer of the commission. Okay? The 4 regular and full-time commissioners shall be appointed by the President for a term of 6 years without reappointment or extension. Okay? So, yung isa sa mga commissioner, civilian regular members of the commission will be appointed as vice chairperson, and he will be acting as the executive officer. Remember, yung chairperson ng NAPOLCOM is the Secretary of DILG. So, ang focus niyan ay sa DILG proper, sa department. So, ang pinaka-overseer ng NAPOLCOM will be the executive officer or the vice chairperson. They will be appointed by the President for a term of 6 years without reappointment or extension. Now, take note of this. Upon the effectivity of Republic Act 8551, the terms of office of the current commissioners are deemed expired, which shall constitute bar to their reappointment or an extension of their terms in the commission. So, yung mga na-appoint under Republic Act 6975 bago dumating itong batas na ito, and nung na-approve at implemented na itong 8551, lahat ng mga commissioners that ang sabi ng batas ay automatically they will be terminated or nag-expired na yung kanilang duty, yung kanilang appointment bilang isang commissioner ng NAPOLCOM. But in every rule, there is an exemption. Ang sabi po ng batas, except for current commissioners who have served less than 2 years of their terms of office, who may be appointed by the President for a maximum term of another 2 years. That is in Section 7 of Republic Act 8551. So, yung NAPOLCOM, meron siyang tinatawag na Disciplinary Appellate Board under Section 10, wherein the Commission shall establish formal administrative disciplinary appellate machinery. So, from the word appellate, so yung mga kaso ay inaakyat dito. Mga kaso against sa PNP at gustong mag-apila at gustong ma-reconsider yung decision ng the agency itself, the organization itself, ay mag-elevate dito sa Disciplinary Appellate Board, consisting of National Appellate Board and the Regional Appellate Boards. Now, tingnan natin yung composition ng National Appellate Board. First is the chairman, and automatically the chairman of the National Affiliate Board is the vice chairman or the executive officer of the commission. Okay? And of course, the members are automatically the three regular members of the NAPOLCOM, the three regular commissioners of the commission. Okay? So yan yung composition ng National Affiliate Board. Now, ano ang jurisdiction ng National Affiliate Board? Okay, so tingnan natin. Number one, yung mga decision coming from the President, the Chief PNP, where the penalty imposed is demotion or dismissal from the service, they can elevate it in the National Affiliate Board for an appeal. Okay, so pwede silang pumunta doon at i-apila yung decision ng Chief PNP. Another, disciplinary recommendations of the Inspector General of IAS, in the Internal Affairs Services ng PNP, yung recommendation nito that were not acted upon by the Chief PNP within 30 days from the submission where the recommended penalty is demotion or dismissal. Puro mga administrative cases ito. Pwede silang mag-appeal sa National Affiliate Board ng NAPOLCOM. Another is the decision of Inspector General affirming the resolution of the regional IAS dismissing the complaint for lack of probable cause. They can also appeal to the National Affiliate Board. Now, another affiliate board of the NAPOLCOM is the Regional Affiliate Board. So, here is the composition. Chairman, the chairman of the Regional Affiliate Board is the senior officer of the NAPOLCOM Regional Office. Members, one coming from the PNP, who is designated by the PNP Regional Director, and one coming from the Regional Peace and Order Council, who is appointed by the resolution of the Council. Ito yung mga jurisdiction. Okay? So, ang jurisdiction ng Regional Affiliate Board is lahat ng decision coming from PLEB or the People's Law Enforcement Board. Ang kinikater ng PLEB ay yung mga complaints coming from civilian against the police members. Okay? So, ang sabi dito, yung decision ng PLEB where the penalty imposed is demotion or dismissal from the service, they can elevate it in the regional affiliate board dahil jurisdiction nila yon. Another, decisions of the PNP regional director or equivalent supervisors where the penalty imposed is demotion or dismissal from the service. So, iyan yung ilan sa mga jurisdiction. Another, decision of the city or municipal mayors in cases falling within the respective jurisdiction. Meron silang authority sa PNP, okay, sa mga nasasakupan nila sa kanilang jurisdiction. So, at meron silang rights na magbigay ng decision. So, in case ang decision ay galing sa mga mayors, pwede silang mag-apila sa Regional Affiliate Board. Disciplinary recommendations of the Regional Internal Affairs Services which were not acted upon by the PNP Regional Director. So, pwede rin silang mag-apila doon sa Regional Affiliate Board ng National Police Commission. Okay? Next. Philippine National Police under Republic Act 8551. Okay, so tingnan po natin kung ano ito. PNP was organized pursuant to Republic Act 6975 and it was amended by Republic Act 8551. Okay, there are some provisions of that law that were being amended by this law concerning the organization of the Philippine National Police. So, PNP is a law enforcement agency under the operational control of the DILG and administrative supervision of the National Police Commission. Okay, so yan yung ating organization, police organization. Operationally, it was controlled by DILG and administratively, it was supervised and controlled by the National Police Commission. Now, PNP also is an organization that is national in scope and civilian in character, complying the required provision of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, Section 6, Article 16 of the Constitution, which states that the state shall establish and maintain one police force which is national in scope and civilian in character. Okay? So, wala nang conflict sa hinihingi ng ating Philippine Constitution because the PNP is one police force, national in scope, and a civilian in character. PNP is headed by the Chief PNP, that is the position, the highest position in the organization, with the rank of Director General, that is the old name of the rank, at ang latest is Police General, okay? Appointed by the President and who shall serve a term of office of 4 years, okay? Minimum qualifications in entering the PNP. Okay, ano itong mga minimum qualification? Under Republic Act 8551, still a citizen of the Philippines, a person of good moral conduct, must have passed the psychiatric, psychological, drug, physical test to be administered by the PNP or any NAPOLCOM accredited government hospital. Okay, next, must possess a formal baccalaureate degree. This is a 4-year course from a recognized institution of learning. Hindi yan nakukuha sa mga bangketa, but it was recognized by CHED, the Commission on Higher Education Institution, and must be eligible in accordance with the standards set by the Commission. Okay? May mga requirements dyan. Must have passed the board examination. Ito yung mga eligibility. Pwedeng pasado ng board examination. By the way, becoming a police officer is not only for criminology graduates, but according to the law, ito po ay open for all 4-year course or baccalaureate degree holder. Must have passed the board examination given by the Profession Regulation Commission, or kung wala kang board examination, you must pass the NAPOLCOM Police Entrance Examination. Kailangan ay pasado ka sa entrance examination ng NAPOLCOM. Another minimum qualification, must not have been dishonorably discharged from military employment or dismissed for cause from any civilian position in the government. Okay? And must not have been convicted by final judgment of an offense or crimes involving moral turpitude. Concerning sa mga basic requirements like sa height, for male applicant, it must be 1.62 meter or in feet is at least 5'4". And then sa babae ay 157 meters or at least 5'2". Okay? So yan yung mga requirements. Must weigh not more or less than 5 kilograms from the standard weight corresponding to his or her height, age, and sex. Meaning, like for example, ako, ang aking height is 5'5". So ang standard weight ko ay nasa bigat na ranging from 69 to 70. Yan yung ano ko. So ang sabi dito, dapat ang weight mo ay hindi lalampas ng more than 5 kilogram. Okay? Yung bigat mo compared dun sa standard weight na dapat ay yun lang ang timbang mo doon sa height, sa edad at sa gender mo. Okay? So kung ako ay lumampas at naging 76 ay hindi na pwede yun dahil that is beyond the minimum qualification ng PNP sa mga applicants. Okay? Next, concerning age, for a new applicant, the applicant must not be less than 21 years old nor more than 30 years of age. Pero kung gagamit ka ng waiver, still ay pwede up to 35 years old. Okay? With regards to educational qualification, dito sa 8551, ang hinihingi ay must be a graduate of baccalaureate degree. But in Republic Act 6975 ay kahit na 72 units ka lang or incoming third year ay pwede ka nang mag-apply ng PNP. Okay, basta naka 72 units ka sa course na kinukuha mo under 6975 ay pwede ka nang mag-apply. At pasado ka ng NAPOLCOM entrance exam ay pwede ka nang mag-apply for sa PNP. But in Republic Act 8551, it was already amended na wala nang ibang pwedeng ma-employ as policeman or police woman na hindi tapos ng baccalaureate degree. You need to finish your degree and at the same time ay holder ka ng eligibility with either board examination ng NAPOLCOM entrance examination or even civil service examination. So alin man doon, or you are a graduate of academic achievement like you are summa and then magna cum laude and even cum laude. You are exempted at pwede ka na mag-apply sa Philippine National Police. Now, status of appointment of a newly appointed police officer 1. Okay. We have two, temporary and permanent. Under temporary appointment, it is issued to a newly appointed PO1 who meets the required education and eligibility for the rank to which he is being appointed, except for the training requirements sa training school, which shall not exceed 12 months reckoning from the date it was issued. Hanggat hindi pa tapos yung kanyang mga basic trainings inside and outside training school, his or her status being police officer is temporary. His appointment is only temporary. Now, concerning permanent appointment, ang sabi dito, it shall be issued after completion of the required training and field training program for 12 months, 6 months sa loob, 6 months sa labas, involving actual experience, assignment in patrol, traffic, and investigation. Okay? So yun yun. Pagkatapos ng 12 months training inside and outside training school, they will be granted this permanent appointment, permanent status to those PNP officers. Okay? Concerning lateral entry, when we say lateral entry, it is the admission to the PNP with the initial rank of inspector, or sa bagong batas is police lieutenant, or senior inspector, or sa bagong batas is police captain, for those qualified applicants belonging to a certain professions. Hindi po lahat ng mga courses ay eligible at meron silang chance dito po sa lateral entry. Ito lamang po yung mga ibinigay ng batas for them to qualify for lateral entry. Number 1, for highly technical qualification applying for PNP technical services such as dentist, optometrist sa mata, nurses, engineers, and graduates of forensic sciences shall commence with the rank of inspector or police lieutenant. Automatic yan, ikaw ay opisyal. Now, ano ang sabi dito? For Doctor of Medicine, members of the bar and chaplain shall be appointed with the rank of senior inspector or police captain in their particular technical services. Dati, kahit na hindi ka pa member ng PNP at nag-apply ka for lateral entry, ay inaalaw yan ng ating organization. But recently, naglabas ng memorandum that you must be part first of the organization, and then naglabas ulit ng another policy na kailangan you must be PO3 or SPO1 bago ka i-allow na mag-apply for lateral entry. You must first experience yung status ng pagiging PO1. Okay? So yan yung lateral entry natin. Elevated ang automatically pagka highly technical ang courses mo ay mabibigyan ka ng chance na maging official, either police lieutenant or police captain. Okay? Graduates of the Philippine National Police Academy shall be automatically appointed to the initial rank of inspector. Pagka-graduate mo sa PNPA, you have 3 options. Pwede kang mapunta sa fire, sa jail, and sa PNP. Okay? And automatic ang rank mo pagka-graduate mo is police lieutenant, or sa old is police inspector. Pag sa jail, jail inspector. Pag sa fire is fire inspector. Now, licensed criminologies may be appointed to the rank of inspector to fill up any vacancy after promotions from the ranks are completed. So, pwede ang mga graduate ng criminology, mga criminologies, licensed criminologies, provided that there is a vacancy o may natitira pang slot doon sa rank na iyon for lateral entry. Qualification for lateral entry, the top priority consideration for lateral entry into the rank of police inspector or police lieutenant shall be given to the top 10 placers in the licensure examination for criminologies. However, the incumbent members who land in the top 10 places shall be given first priority. Yung mga nasa loob na ng organization na nag-top sa kanilang mga courses, they will be given first priority, that is Section 3 of NAPOLCOM Memorandum Order 2003-010. Okay? Now, so we are done in appointment, we are done in lateral entry. Now, tingnan naman natin yung promotion sa Philippine National Police. Mga basic concept lang itong dinidiscuss natin na kailangan na malaman concerning sa organization and administration ng Philippine National Police. With regards to the promotion in the PNP, promotion means the act of upgrading or elevating, pataas of ranks or advancement to a position of leadership. Okay, that is promotion. Now, we have two kinds of promotion. We have the regular promotion, which granted to police officers meeting the mandatory requirements for promotion, schooling, training, timing grade, and you are eligible, then dadaan ka dito sa regular promotion. Okay? And then, number 2 is special promotion, promotion granted to police officers who has exhibited acts of conspicuous courage and gallantry at the risk of his or her life above and beyond the call of duty. So pagka ikaw ay nalagay sa alanganin at ikaw ay in line of your service, ginampanan mo ang trabaho mo at nailagay sa risk, sa threats or injury ang iyong buhay in line of your service, then ikaw ay qualified for special promotion. Now, ang sabi dito, matters that must be considered in special promotion. Ano yun? The effectivity date of special promotion shall be the date of the heroic deed was performed. Only operational accomplishments shall merit special promotions. Okay? Next. Ano ba ang policy ng state concerning sa promotion ng Philippine National Police? Tingnan natin Ang sabi dito, it is the NAPOLCOM which shall establish a system of promotion for uniform and uniform personnel of the PNP. Remember, the NAPOLCOM is the policy-making body of the Philippine National Police. Now, the system of promotion shall be based on merits and on the availability of the vacant positions in the PNP staffing pattern. Okay? Such system shall be gender fair. Okay? That's why maraming mga representatives ang kababaihan sa PNP and even sa NAPOLCOM meron, and shall ensure that women of the PNP shall enjoy the same opportunity. Except for the PNP chief, no PNP member who has less than 1 year of service before reaching compulsory retirement shall be promoted into higher rank or position. Okay? Like, for example, magre-retire ka na, less than a year na lang, then you are not qualified anymore for promotion. Okay? Even though ikaw ay kumpleto na sa mga requirements. Now, that is promotion, and then attrition system. Pag sinabi natin attrition system, it is the reduction of personnel or downsizing of personnel strength. Hindi maganda. Meaning, pag narinig natin ang word na attrition sa PNP, tanggalan yan. Pag-alis sa mga PNP personnel. And, ang sabi dito, any PNP personnel who is dismissed from the PNP pursuant to the attrition system shall be retired if he or she has rendered at least 20 years of service. Sa PNP, ang optional retirement ay maka 20 years ka, even sa Armed Forces of the Philippines, sa tribe bureaus, maka 20 years of service ka sa organization, sa ating gobyerno, ay pwede ka nang mag-file ng optional retirement. Next. Or, if less than 20 years of service, unless the personnel is disqualified by law to receive such benefits, ito yon, he will be separated. Below 20 years, you will be separated from the office. Okay? Now, sir, pwede bang hindi ba pwede mag-pension yon? Pwede naman siya mag-pension, provided na kailangan niyang hintayin yung age ng mandatory retirement, which is 56 years old. Doon pa lamang siya pwedeng makakuha ng mga benefits. Okay? Now, so ito yung mga attrition system ng PNP. By the way, sa promotion, merong tinatawag na promotion by virtue of higher position. Okay, so pang third pala yun. Pwedeng pang third. Promotion by virtue of higher position. Like, for example, yung nangyari kay Chief De La Rosa before. From 1-star rank, Chief Superintendent, and then he was appointed by the President to Chief PNP, to become the Chief PNP. So, ang sabi sa batas, after 6 months sa kanyang pagkaka-promote doon sa mas mataas na position, at itong mataas na position na ito ay merong corresponding rank para doon sa position na yon, yung na-promote sa mas mataas na position, automatically, after 6 months, he or she will be granted promotion equivalent doon sa rank ng kanyang hinahawakang position. That's why si De La Rosa ay naghintay siya for months and then binigay sa kanya yung 4-star rank dahil yun yung equivalent rank na meron dapat doon sa kanyang position na Chief PNP. Okay? So from 1-star rank, nag-jump siya to 4-star rank. Why? Because of his position. Ang tawag dyan is promotion by virtue of higher position. Okay? Now, ito yung mga attrition system sa PNP. Number 1, attrition by attainment of maximum tenure in position, meaning kapag ang isang officer, police officer, ay inabutan ng ganitong maximum tenure sa kanilang position, ay automatic yan. Pwede silang automatic, maaalis sila sa kanilang position, pwedeng ma-promote, or kapag sila ay hindi na qualified, automatically they will be retired sa kanilang serbisyo. So yung chief is 4 years, deputy chief is 4 years. So maximum tenure ito maximum tenure meaning hanggang dito lang sila taon na pwede silang mag-stay sa kanilang position. Yung chief PNP, maximum of 4 years. Unless magkaroon ng war or any national emergency ay pwedeng extend ng presidente yan. Deputy chief is only 4 years. Director of the staff services, 4 years. Regional directors, provincial directors, 6 years and 9 years. Okay? Pagka umabot sila dyan, dapat before sila abutan yan, ma-promote sila, ma-transfer sa mas mataas na position. Or else, tatamaan sila ng attrition by attainment of maximum tenure in position. Okay, next. Attrition by relief. a PNP uniformed personnel who has been relieved for just cause. Natanggal sila sa position. Like, for example, from provincial director, na-relieve siya sa position. And then, ang problema, within 2 years, ay floating status siya. Hindi siya nabigyan ng any position na corresponding sa kanyang ranko. Or wala siyang hinawakang any position pagkatapos niyang ma-relieve 2 years. Ang sabi ng Republic Act 8551, after such relief shall be retired or separated. Pag hindi siya nabigyan ng position, floating status siya, tatamaan siya ng attrition by relief. Either retirement or separation from the service. Okay? Next. Another is attrition by demotion in position or in rank. Paano naman ito? Na-demote ka for like for example, ikaw ay regional director, na-relieve ka. But because ikaw ay may kakilala, ay na-assign ka sa position na mas mababa sa iyong ranko. Like, for example, you are colonel. And then suddenly, ikaw ay nabigyan ng position instead na floating, nabigyan ka ng position at ang position na yon ay PCP commander, station commander. So dahil yung position mo ay mas mababa doon sa required position ng iyong rank based doon sa staffing pattern ng PNP. Okay? Supposed to be, humahawak ka na, pag colonel ka, humahawak ka na either COP or provincial director, and yet naka-assign ka sa station, sa mga precincts, at ikaw ang station commander that time. So, ang sabi ng Republic Act 8551, within 18 months na ikaw ay hindi nabigyan ng position corresponding to your rank or corresponding sa PNP staffing pattern, such demotion in position shall be retired or separated. Ikaw ay maalis pa rin sa serbisyo. Ang tawag dyan is attrition by demotion in position or in rank. Okay? Next. Attrition by non-promotion. Ito naman, any PNP personnel who has not been promoted for a continuous period of 10 years shall be retired or separated. Pag hindi ka na-promote sa rank mo within 10 years, ay nako, ikaw ay maaalis sa serbisyo. Hindi ko lang alam kung yan ay nai-implement or hindi, but according to the law, 10 years of non-promotion is equivalent to termination from the service. Okay? Next. Attrition by other means. A PNP member or officer with at least 5 years of accumulated active service shall be separated based on any of the following factors. Tingnan natin. Inefficiency based on poor performance during the last 2 successive annual rating period, magkasunod na rating period, and you are bagsak ka, poor ang iyong performance, then that is subject for attrition. You will be terminated. Another is kung hindi naman successive but cumulative, magsabi, cumulative annual rating periods, meaning tatlong sunod ay naipon na tatlong annual rating mo ay poor status ka, then you will also be subjected for termination. Okay? Hindi ko lang alam kung nasusunod yan, but based on Republic Act 8551, ay ito ang hinihingi ng batas. Okay? And then, physical and or mental incapacity to perform police functions and duties. Meron tinatawag na disabilities. Nakalimutan ko yung term na pagka ikaw ay physically or mentally unfit, ay pwede kang mag-file ng disability, and ang sabi sa batas ay pwede kang, ikaw ay mabibigyan pa rin ng monthly pension mo na ang basis is 80% ng iyong base pay. So yan yung basis ng disability status. Okay? So kasi hindi ka na pwedeng mag-duty because of your mga disabilities. Okay? Next. And failure to pass the required entrance examination twice or finish the required career course except for justifiable reasons. Okay? Retirement. So from attrition to retirement. The mandatory or compulsory retirement ng members of the PNP is 56 years old. Same with the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Bureau of Jail and Bureau of Fire. So pare-pareho yan na 56 years old. Sa mga civilian government employees, 65 years old ang retirement age, mandatory retirement age. But there is a bill that was being proposed sa PNP and other law enforcement agencies na gusto nilang itaas ang retirement age from 56 to 65 years old. But ito ay nananatili pa rin bill at walang assurance na ito ay maaprubahan. Next. Early retirements is at least 10 years of continuous government service. Pwede. At yung optional retirement is 20 years in service. Pwede ka nang mag-file ng iyong retirement. Okay? Next. Internal Affairs Service, IAS, under Section 39 to 56 of Republic Act 8551. So ito ay isang unit ng Philippine National Police. It was envisioned to be a truly independent and impartial body. When we say impartial, is just, manned by God-centered and professional officers. Its mandate is to instill police discipline, enhance the delivery of police service, and dispense justice. Okay? So these are the functions of the IAS, Internal Affairs Services. Proactively conduct inspections and audits on PNP personnel and units, investigate complaints and gather evidence in support of an investigation. Submit and then file appropriate criminal cases against PNP members before the court as evidence, warrants, and assist in the prosecution of the case. Ito yung mga sila yung nagkakaso sa mga tiwaling kapulisan. Provide assistance to the Office of the Ombudsman and conduct summary hearings on PNP members facing administrative charges. Okay, another function, conduct motu proprio or the automatic investigations of the following cases: incidents where a police personnel discharges a firearm. Okay? Incidents where death, serious physical injury, or any violation of human rights occurred in the conduct of police operation. So, andyan pa, other function, incidents where evidence was compromised, tampered, and then, and so on. So, yun na yan. Finally, the IAS shall provide documents or recommendations as regard to the promotion of the members of the PNP or assignment of PNP personnel to any key position. And then women's desk. Okay. Creation of women's desk in all police stations. That's why in every police station, sa mga precincts, meron tayong mababasa doon na women's desk wherein ang kanilang function is to administer and attend cases involving crimes against chastity, sexual harassment, abuses committed against women and children, and other similar offenses. Okay? And under 8551, concerning prioritization of women for recruitment, the PNP shall reserve 10% of its annual recruitment training and education quota for women para matugunan yung needs dito sa programa ng PNP concerning women's rights. Okay, so yan yun. So 10% allocated automatically for women. And then we have PLEB, or the People's Law Enforcement Board. Ano ang kanilang trabaho? They serve as the central receiving entity for any citizen's complaint against the officers and members of the PNP. They are catering complaints coming from civilian sectors, coming from citizens. Okay? The PLEB shall take cognizance or complaint to the proper disciplinary adjudicatory authority within 3 days. Now, according to the law, there must be one PLEB for every 500 city or municipal police personnel and for each of the legislative districts in a city. Okay? Ang mga nasa PLEB, they are purely coming from a civilian sector. Okay? Mga civilian ito. Next, composition of PLEB, any member of the Sangguniang Pansod Bayan, any barangay captain, 3 other members who are removable only for cause to be chosen by the local peace and order council. Okay? And then we have Republic Act 9708, another law which amends and repeal some provision of Republic Act 6975 and Republic Act 8551. Like, for example, in Section 1, the PNP members who are already in the service upon the effectivity of Republic Act 8551 shall be given 5 years to obtain the minimum educational qualification. Ang hinihingi kasi ng batas ay kailangan lahat ng kapulisan under their professionalization of the organization, kailangan tapos ng baccalaureate degree. Ang problema, there are some officers of the PNP na nakapasok under the provision of Republic Act 6975 wherein ang requirement lamang noon is only 72 units. So nakapasok sila under 6975. But unfortunately, under Republic Act 8551, dapat lahat ay tapos ng baccalaureate degree. So, para matugunan yung crisis na yon, then lumabas ang batas na ito, Republic Act 9708, giving opportunity to those police officers na hindi tapos ng kanilang baccalaureate degree to have their degree course o maging holder sila ng baccalaureate degree, okay, at binibigyan sila ng 5 years to comply doon sa hinihingi ng batas, preferably in law enforcement related courses to be reckoned from the date of the effectivity of this amendatory act. That's why lumabas yung programa rin ng PNP, yung ETIAP, tapping the criminology schools to have this program na makatutulong para sa mga members ng kapulisan na hindi tapos sa kanilang baccalaureate degree. Okay? Ang tawag doon is ITIA. And then, continuing education program, the NAPOLCOM shall design, establish, and implement a continuing education program for the Philippine National Police officers and members with the coordination with the Civil Service Commission. Okay, next. Republic Act 9263. Alam na natin ito. It is known as the Bureau of Fire and Jail Professionalization Act of 2004. And this law amends some provisions of Republic Act 6975, especially those pertaining to the Bureau of Fire Protection and BJMP. So, ang 9263 is only exclusive for BJMP and Bureau of Fire Protection. Just like in 8551, it is only applicable in and exclusive to the Philippine National Police. Now, tuloy natin. Tingnan natin. Organization of officers of the BFP and BJMP. Each of the Bureau of Fire Protection and BJMP shall have the following organization. In the national office, they have their first officer in command and the chief with the rank of director. The first officer in command, both in BJMP and BFP, is called the chief with the rank of director. So the highest rank in these two bureaus is director, 2-star rank. Okay? Fire director or jail director. So, ang tawag sa position nila is Chief of the Fire Bureau and the Chief for Jail Bureau. Same with the PNP, the Chief of these two bureau shall serve a tour of duty not to exceed 4 years. Okay, not to exceed 4 years. Now, the second in command is the Deputy Chief for Administration, that is the position, with the rank of Chief Superintendent, or sa PNP ay Police Brigadier General. Sa PNP, ang kanilang second in command is the Deputy Chief for Administration also. Pero ang rank is Police Lieutenant or 3-star rank. Sa kanila, dito sa dalawang bureaus na ito, ang rank ng kanilang Deputy Chief for Administration and the same with the operation is only a 1-star rank or it is only a Chief Superintendent. Okay? The same with the jail and fire. Now, the third in command is the operation, same, with the rank of Chief Superintendent. And of course, meron din silang tinatawag na fourth in command, which is the Chief of the Directorial Staff. Sa PNP, ang Chief ng Directorial Staff is 3-star rank with the rank of Police Lieutenant General. Dito, ang kanilang Chief for Directorial Staff ay merong ranko same with Deputy Chief for Admin and Operation with the rank of Chief Superintendent or 1-star rank. Okay. And then yung mga directorates ay ang kanilang highest rank is only Senior Superintendent. At ang position is Directors. Okay. Okay. And then, we have PDEA, the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency under Republic Act 9165. So, yung legal basis ng creation ng PDEA is Republic Act 9165. Bago lang yan, at yan ang nag-amend o nag-repeal ng buong provision ng Republic Act 6425, yung pinakaunang batas natin pagdating sa drug-related cases. Now, it was repealed by Republic Act 9165, same with the creation of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. Okay, tingnan natin. So, the PDEA was organized to serve as the implementing arm of the Dangerous Drug Board. Dangerous Drug Board is in charge with the administrative and policy-making body of PDEA. Okay? And PDEA shall be responsible for the efficient and effective law enforcement of all provisions on any dangerous drugs and controlled precursors and essential chemicals as provided by Republic Act 9165. Okay. The agency shall be headed by a Director General. Ang Director General before sa PNP is a rank, but in PDEA, it is the highest position in the agency. And with the equivalent rank of Under Secretary, who shall be responsible for the general administration and management of the agency. The head shall be appointed by the President and shall perform such other duties that may be appointed to him or to her. Another, the Director General of the PDEA shall be assisted by 2 Deputy Director Generals. So yung sa PNP, the Chief was assisted by 2 Deputy Chief for Admin and Operation. Same with PDEA. The Director General was assisted by 2 Deputy Director Generals with the rank of Assistant Secretary, 1 for Administration and 1 for Operation. The 2 Deputy Directors shall be appointed by the President of the Philippines upon the recommendation of the Board. Board means the DDB, Dangerous Drug Board. Okay. Okay, under Section 82, Article 9 of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act 9165, this Director General and of course the Deputy Director General shall receive the compensation and salaries as prescribed by the law. Okay. And then they have the PDEA Academy, and the Academy shall be responsible in the recruitment and training of all PDEA agents and personnel. So the board shall provide for the qualification and requirements of its recruits, who must be at least 21 years old with proven integrity and honesty. Sa kanila hanggang 35. The Academy shall be headed by a superintendent position with the rank of director. He or she shall be appointed by the PDEA Director General. So, currently, the PDEA Academy was established and located at Camp General Mariano and Castañeda, Tartaria, Silang, Cavite. So, dun siya qualification, 21 to 35 years old, both men and women, mas mababa ng konti ang height, 5'2", in men and 5 flat for women. Still graduate of baccalaureate degree, career service, professional eligible, board passer, civil service commission under special law. So doon lang tayo nagtatapos. And sana marami kayong natutunan. If there is any queries or clarification, ay mag-PM kayo sa akin, and then we will try to answer that queries. Again, thank you very much, and see you again sa mga next na discussion natin. Maraming salamat, and God bless sa bawat isa.